It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock. It's David Babcock coming up soon, yeah.
Are we on? Is this working? Oh, my hair looks terrible. My hair's such a mess. Excuse me, everybody. Sorry, I should probably introduce myself. My name is The Kevin O. What does the O stand for? Well, I'll leave that to your imagination. I'm a sexual therapist. I specialize in the arts of libido and how to make people real successful in the bedroom. Sorry, my hair's terrible. My stylist is going to get sacked. Join me, welcome. So nice of you to join me, thank you so much. So this is an educational device. This is not to be confused or misconstrued with sheer erotica. And there's only one rule in sexual relations with Kevin O, and that is no wanking. Masturbation's forbidden while you're in my class. But enough with the roses. I should look into the camera. I'm looking more at myself because, let's face it. Oh. So, Kev, who are you and what does the O stand for? Well, I'm not going to tell you what the O stands for. But what I will say is that a quick intro to me. I've been educating couples sexually for 4 years. They invite me into their house. I go into their house like a vampire. And I give them the advice that they need. Sorry, something's not quite right. Let's just bring it on low like that. That's the one. You can see the full majesty of the hair. I was originally a Kundalini yoga teacher in Hanoi. I did that for 2 years whilst travelling, exploring myself as well as Southeast Asia. One side is longer than the other, isn't it? I hadn't noticed. I'm kind of going for the flock of seagulls look. My stylist will be sacked. My method is quite controversial. I go inside you and bring out your sexuality with my toothpick of lust, metaphorically. So won't you come with me on this journey of exploration? Sexual exploration. Throughout the course, I'm going to be giving you stories that have been sent in to me by listeners to my podcast. And I'll also be going over to the Sexo camera to demonstrate various sexual positions you and your partner can try in the bedroom to spice up your life. That's the one. But first of all, how do you feel about this? Hi Kevin, I'm a huge fan of yours and I've followed your career closely from day one. My husband has a penis which is the same size and girth as his testicles. I affectionately nickname them Doug Trio after the Pokemon. Are penis extensions a myth? That's from Foxy Lady 69 from Grimsby. Penis extensions aren't really a myth. They're more of a kind of folk story. Sure, there are methods of extending your penis, surgically or through the kind of witch doctory route. I myself have never needed that such service. But the fact remains, you featured creature, thank you for following. The fact remains that there is a method out there that you can extend the length or the girth of your shaft. The technique that I've heard being used is they take some fatty deposits from somewhere else in your body, and they deposit the fatty deposits very much like the process of making a sausage into your hollowed out penis. That's the surgical route. The alternative route is the alternative medicine ways of things, such as filling a jam jar with bees and inserting your penis through a hole in the lid. I can't comment on whether these methods are successful or not, but I can promise you that it's all about the size and not what you do with it. Please, I must reiterate, I've seen a lot of dodgy I think this is the chat over here. I've seen a lot of dodgy comments coming in here, and it is a strict no wanking policy in my seminars. Please, I do insist. No wanking. Thank you. Kisses to the lot of you. Okay, so we're going to go over to the SexCam 3000, and I'm going to demonstrate the first of our Kama Sutra positions. This position is called the rocket launcher. So, looking over to the figurines we have here, a female and a male, and this is what I call the rocket launcher. So the female levitates, not obviously, not literally, that would be bonkers. Sorry, I'm just having a bit of technical problems here. Not sure how to rotate the figurines. Now this thing. Okay, that's spinning the camera around. How do I? No, that's the head. How do I spin the figurines around? I'm just having a few technical problems here. That's that. Well, that doesn't look sexy, does it? I wonder if you can manipulate the body. The science was actually provided to us via NASA. I think the poor bugger's just dislocated his knee there. No. That's not. No, his head isn't up a bomb hole. Oh, the science is letting us down, really, here, isn't it? Now, what I want to do is rotate his pelvis. That's the one. Aha! Aha! Now we have it. Now we have it. And he goes down to the floor. Whoopsie daisy. Watch it, watch it, watch it. Ignore the legs. This is actually quite an effective technique. We call it the rocket launcher. And what the woman does, if you can see that, she stands on the male's crotch as if she were a rocket on a launch pad. And she molds at the male's genitalia with her little feet, while the man sits there looking up at this majestic sexual spacecraft. And so that is the first sexual position of the night. That is the rocket launcher. It's not assault. These two models are consenting adults. That is very, very important. Consenting adults. Sorry, I think that's made my computer go a bit slow there, hasn't it? Oh my god, thank you. A gifted subscription, thank you so much. A couple actually, Super Cesar, thank you so much for that. That is beautiful. Wow, that is so... Were you spurred on to do this because I've educated all of you? Thank you, that's so kind. It doesn't reach me though, it goes into David Badcock. What's his name? David Badcock's pocket? I'm not sure. Sorry, I've been missing out on the chat here. Oh god, Emslot, thank you so much. Twitch Prime, it says here, for 2 months. That's quite a lot of time, isn't it? Okay, so we've covered the rocket launcher. Now, what the positives of the rocket launcher position are that the woman feels that she's in a position of power over the man. Because let's face it, the male genitalia is the #1 prize and treat of the male. You have such luscious hair, Kevin. No, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Very hot. Very hot and sticky though, isn't it, in summer? I'm just going to take a drink of water. Refreshing. I have a beautiful nose, thank you. Thank you so much. So the benefits of the rocket launch technique are the woman feels empowered because she's on top, and the man gets to have his willy moulded by the feet of a woman, very much like a cat moulding at a ball of string or something like that. And it may look uncomfortable for the male, being as though the whole weight of the woman is directed through the heel joints and onto the male's hips. But it's not. So this is the chat, is it? Maybe I'll start interacting with the chatters, if you're not just a group of perverts or a gaggle. Who's spanking themselves? Spanking is a form of masturbation. I will clamp down on it hard. Do you mean a rocket launcher or a bazooka? No, a rocket. Rocket to the moon. Horrible filth mongers, yes. I got my banana out. Well, again, I must reiterate, no wanking policy in my seminars. My favourite orifice is the orifice of the woman that I'm in love with at that time. How hard? Sorry. Geeky Pete, please, please. I can't say it until I'm blue in the cock. You see, I knew it would be a mistake to engage with the chatters, because you are all a bunch of perverts, and it was a mistake from day one to say hello to you all. So I'm going to go back to the seminar. Hello, cutie pie. Mama has got some dripping for you to dip your crusty bread into. And don't forget my huge bread rolls. I really want a bite of your baguette. Kevin, what is the most aggressive sexually transmitted disease currently? That's from Horny Mama from Kettering. Thank you for that. The most popular and I suppose you could say top of the pops. Top of the pops of STDs currently is thrush. Now, thrush is a disgusting disease. Thrush is, I believe, not that I've ever had an STD, but thrush is a yeast infection. Marmite is a yeast extract. So be very careful around eating too much Marmite, because you might get thrush. And now I'm not sure if that's true or not, but I just thought it and I said it, so... Sorry, it's so hot in here. So hot. Is thrush better or worse than the COVID-19 novel coronavirus? Depends how much sex you're willing to have, Geeky Pete. Does COVID-19 stop you from having sexual relations? I'm not too sure. Eating Marmite off a genital can exacerbate thrush. Come on, it's basic science really, isn't it? The hair back, yes. Sometimes it gets just too darn hot under this mop of shaggy pile. Dogging is a healthy sexual practice. Oh, that's a pigeon I hear. No, Marmite applied to the genitals would be a bad mistake. That's a bad mistake. On to sexual position number B. We go over again to the sex thrust. What? Getting so damn distracted by all you lovely people. Over to the sex screen. There we find our model. I'm gonna get him up. Like that. If I remember rightly, it was the hip, which is like that. No. He's coming round. And there we go. Oopsie daisy. Had too much to drink, I think. There he comes. And stop. Stop teetering, mister. So this time it's Madam's turn to rotate. And she's going to spin this away. And then she's going to rotate this away. No. I think I need to spin that round. So this position is called bringing home the bacon. Where's that gone? No, that's her leg. This is bringing home the bacon. No, that's the leg again. Now that's not right. Come on, dear. No. Maybe that's how I wanted it to be, actually. No, that's not right either. Maybe this is the one. No, that's the same thing. No. It's the knee joint I'm after, you silly Lou. Now that's the wrong way, but if we're getting there, aren't we? That's the one I wanted first off. So, this is called bringing home the bacon. And what it entails I'm not sure what he's doing there. No. So sorry about this, everybody. Aha! Technology really is baffling these days, isn't it? Bring him out. No. Where's he gone? Bring him out. No. Not that. No. It's like the bloody Exorcist, isn't it? Don't look at that, please. Please don't look at that. This is the one I wanted. It really is. That's the one. That's the one. And now I simply... Don't look there, please. That's very rude. Whoa. Yes, so as I said, this is called... It's a rough digestion. It's a rough digestion. It's a rough drawing. And what's happening here with bringing home the bacon is the male is bringing home the bacon. So he's been to the shop, he's brought a lovely side of pig, and he's bringing that pig all the way home. The catch is, I mean, it's not really described very well here, but his willy is meant to be in her vagina there, but I'm struggling so hard, very much like I imagine he is, to manipulate the woman. There you go, that's kind of it. It's basically carrying the pig. No, I'm not calling the woman a pig, nor do I feel that women are pigs, but in this demonstration, the man is carrying the pig home, but his penis is in the pig's anus as he carries her from the shop. So that's bringing home the bacon. It's not the best. It's not the best example of it. Some people call it the pig in blanket. I personally call it the bringing home the bacon. And that's a very good position for stimulation, because the woman is being carried like a heavy brick, and the man is feeling real strong, as if he's carrying a pig. And the access to the anus that you have in that position really is tremendous. So that's bringing home the bacon. Got another question here from my website, Kevin O. Oh, by the way, can anybody guess what the O stands for? Anybody? Odd? No. Ooh, mine, close. Super Caesar is the closest. No, my last name is Orgasm. My name is Kevin Orgasm. On to another one of our listener stories. Kevin, I've never had sex with a human female. What's it like? That's from Dirty Derek from Ramsbottom. Sex with a female is unlike any other pastime you can do on this God's green earth. You plunge your meaty baseball bat into the velvety recesses of the women's part, and you suddenly feel as if Kevin, what's his name? Sorry, Derek. Have you ever inserted your finger into a can of cold beans? For it is very similar to that. The beans make way for your digit to pass through. The liquid aids the passage. Well, having sex is rather similar to that. I hope that answers your question, I really do. Do we have any questions? Sorry, oh my god. I've received a large donation. And I don't know whether to read the person's name out, but that is such a lovely donation. Thank you to that person. Thank you. Okay. We're going to go to the chat for some questions. Please, please keep them relatively clean. I don't want smut or filth in my broadcasts. Beans with the sausages, that's what I'd like to call an orgy. You feel other members passing through the beans. Use the Discord, Kevo. I'll have a look. Wow. Okay, straight from the top. There are an awful lot of questions in here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get through all of them. Is it in yet? This is from Fizzy Mint. Is it in yet? I had that once. I didn't know how to reply. What did she mean? I'm guessing, Fizzy Mint, and this is a very sensitive subject. I'm guessing that the woman either had a larger than average vagina, in which case your average sized penis was not registered on the feelometer, or the lady had an average sized vagina and your below average sized penis wasn't registering on the feelometer. Either way, something needs to change. Oh, getting all hair in my face. Go back to the chat here. Where is the male G-spot, and can you give me directions? Thanks. I'm not sure. I don't know where the male G-spot is. Hi, Kevin. PDT here. What's with all the incest porn on the internet? Thanks. Well, it comes from all of our deep-rooted wishes to have sex with relatives, I'm sure, doesn't it? Perhaps I'm wrong. Just falls like that, just falls like that. I'm so lucky. Kevin, I find that when I have sessy time, I think about David Badcock to make me last longer. But it makes me finish quicker. Should I be worried? No. What turns you on, turns you on. It's got nothing to do with right or wrong, unless it's children. Right. Some friends, in inverted commas, have said that my private resemble a curly-whirly. Is this normal? A curly-whirly as in a pig's tail, or the chocolate bar? Either way, you should probably go and see your doctor. What is the best porno ever made? Sorry, that was from Dan. The best porno ever made has not been viewed by anybody. There are many videos in my private collection of me rutting away on some lovely lady. And those videos, if they were released, would cause a epidemic of masturbation. But remember, not in the seminars. Oh, this hair really is hot. Hi again, Kevin. What are women and how? How? Via the gods, baby. What? They are sweeter than apples. They are sharper than knives. They're sometimes our girlfriends. They're sometimes our wives. You meet with them in the bedroom. You meet with them on the carpet. Women. Go back to the chat here. Can you squirt, says arseholes, every single time, baby. Is smoking during sex acceptable, or is it a sign to slow down a little? Hey, if the friction between your penis and the vagina is causing friction enough to start a fire, then may I advise the use of lubricant. What do I do if one of my testicles is bigger than the other two? This is known as the egg and plum scenario, in which case it's probably best to get that checked out by a GP. Kevin, please know if it's unreasonable to expect all of your girlfriends to sleep with you. It's very unreasonable. Women will have sex with who they want, but it's usually me. Kevin, does wearing leather trousers boil your spunk? That's from Lance. No. Kevin, this is from Matthew. Kevin, can KY jelly be used in a trifle? No. Kevin, are you secretly a virgin? Let's ask the ladies in the chat, shall we? Ladies, do you believe Kevin Orgasm is a virgin? Okay, back to the seminar. Story number 4. My balls are on fire. I'm a serial masturbator and I feel I may have snapped one of my testicles off. Can you do that, and do I need help? That's from Horny Fat Man. Undisclosed location. I would seek medical attention straight away. Testicles are suspended by string and can easily be snapped off. Ring a doctor, fat man. Horny fat man, sorry. Kevin, how long after meeting a woman should you ask her to sleep with you? Should you wait until you've bagged up your shopping and paid? Now, I think that Peter is attempting some kind of joke there. But one of the best places to approach a lady is in a supermarket checkout. Many a time in Aldi or Lidl have I gone over to the checkout lady, and as she's scanning the items, I've popped a little barcode on my willy. And she scans it absent-mindedly, and she looks up, and she's greeted with this face. And it's got a 100% success rate. Now, I'm not advising you to do that yourselves, because you may be misconstrued as being some kind of sex criminal. But it worked for me. On to the third sexual position. Sex position C, I call this one the flesh hammock. Now, well, let's just go over to the diagram. So what happens here, if I can just manipulate my woman. No. It's hard working out where they... Oh. Oh. How do I get the leg down? Technology really isn't helping us today. Oh, there she goes again. Come on. No. That's kind of it. Ah, there we go. Right in the nuts. Sorry, I know I'm missing all of your chat here. I'm so sorry. No. There we go. That's the one. Now what happens in the the flesh hammock? Oh God, what's happened to her leg? Oh Jesus Christ, no, we can't have that. Yeah, that's the one. That'll do. Well, what happens is... We'll just pretend that this is... How do I spin the camera? I'm really
This is an original instrumental.
at a loss here. Okay, so just imagine that. Turn your heads to one side, maybe. Turn your heads to one side because the technology really isn't helping us today, is it? Oh no, wait, I remember. I remember. Here we go. No, that's the leg again. Come on.
This is an original instrumental. Soulful music.
Anyway, that's basically it. Imagine that was on the other side. You basically lie on top of each other. That's basically it. I'm so sorry. This technology is awful. Absolutely awful. It's basically that's the flesh hammock. Like that, with the bum to the jennies. Bum to the jennies. Sorry about that. That really was terrible, wasn't it? Why are you doing it with a green alien? They are just artist models. They are not representative of... Sorry, there's a guy in here called Monkey Boy who seems to be going against my very strict rule of no masturbating. And that rule's there for a reason, guys. Because if you started to masturbate to this content, you would very nearly dislocate your penis. And I fear that that's what Monkey Boy is heading towards now. I've wrecked 2 keyboards and traumatized the cat.
This is an original instrumental.
That's dangerous behavior, Monkey Boy. You really need to get a hold of yourself there. You really do.
Enjoy.
Aliens give the best orgasms, they're out of this world. Top joke. No, not a hold of that. Not a hold of that. I really am burning up in this summer heat. Okay, let's just take on some H2O. Shocking, only 15 minutes left? Oh my god. Okay, I had a few more diagrams to work on with the dolls, but the technology's let us down there, so I'm not going to go back to that. From now on, I will. Well, I'll use my hands. I'll use my hands. We'll do it 1980s styling. I'm not sucking juice, it's pure H2O. Did David not warn you this is what we are like? I explicitly told him to tell you. No, I've not actually had any communications with David. My agent merely paid him a lot of money to use this platform. I don't personally know this David. Okay, couple of perverts in the chat. Back to the... Sorry guys, just a little disgraced by some of the comments going on in the chat. Absolutely disgusting. My wife does... This is from Matthew. My wife doesn't like the taste of my semen. But do you think it depends what flavour tea I put it in? That's exactly the kind of comment that I don't wish to accept in this channel. Absolutely disgusting. Just having a little look. Hey Kevster, my foreskin is starting to smell. Should I throw it out now or can I keep it on the mantelpiece another week? Now really? Really? These are all from the same person. Okay, the chat's dried up just a tad. Sorry, no, we've got a question from who I am getting the sense that you are a fellow compadre when it comes to the arts of sex, Geeky Pete. Geeky Pete asks me this: when it comes to kinks, how do you tell a woman you want her to ice pick you in the head during sex, like in Basic Instinct? Sex is, or should I say sexual relations, are very much built on communication. And if you want to be hit over the head with a pickaxe, I think it was, ice pick, I'm so sorry, then you've got to communicate that to your lover. I would approach it like this. Hey babe, remember last night that things got a little kinky-fied in the beddy-fied? I've seen this bloody film and I really want you to whack me over the head with an ice pick. Just see how she reacts to that. You know. Does your hair get in the way when you're making love? Well, the short answer for that is no. The long answer for that is no. These hot summer nights, am I right, girls? Oh, Dan. Lights on or lights off? I believe that eye contact is very, very important in the bedroom. Lights on, but on low setting. Dim them way down low, so it appears as if you're in a public toilet. After dark. How much landscaping do you do, Kevin? Well, I'm quite green-fingered. I was called in college a long-haired Tommy Walsh. I'm quite the DIY-E. So, I hope that answers your question. Is it alright to call out your mum's name while having sex? It depends if she is okay with that, you know. If she would prefer that you wouldn't call her by her name, then... Oh my god, hey no123, thank you so much for the follow, that's delicious, that really is. Tasty. Have you ever had cyber sex with a night elf? I don't believe in cyber sex unless they invent some kind of port filled with beans in which you could insert your shaft whilst having sexual relations with the digital lady. But I believe that technology is far, far away. What's the weirdest place you've ever had sexual relations? In the back of a dustbin lorry. Never ever go directly to prison. Don't really know what that means. How old were you when you first did it? I am guessing by it you mean sex. I was at the ripe old age of 26. However, I was masturbating from the age of about 24. So I've been quite sexually active. How old am I now? 56. I know, I'm sickening, aren't I? How old was your oldest sexual partner? I don't want to disclose that information, not because I'm embarrassed that she was above the age of 70, but because it's none of your business. Grannies need loving too. I've been over this arseholes. My agent gave him a lot of money to use his platform. I'm not aware of this badcock. Well, as we come to the end of this seminar, I believe it's my turn to ask you guys a question. A. Has this seminar improved your potential love life with your partners? And 2, how sexy do you feel right now? I'll wait for the answers in the chat. I believe I have a lot of satisfied customers. And may I say, this is one of the biggest audiences I've ever performed in front of, and I'm so glad that you all ticked the tick box at the start of the stream, which has debited your Twitch account £50 each. It really does go towards a really, really good cause, which is my sustained sexual activity, so thank you. And I'm sure you would agree £50 it pales into insignificance when you compare it to a lifetime of poor sexual choices. So thank you for that. You need this on a regular basis. I'm not sure if David will let me back on his channel anytime soon, but shh, we all had this time together. For the remaining 3 minutes of this broadcast, I will simply perform some of my favourite faces and poses for all of your delectation. And the court case, I don't know what you're talking about. And just remember that we had some good times in here. Just remember that we had some good times in here. Okay, my name has been Kevin O. You all know what O stands for. And this has been the Sexual Relations Seminar, sponsored by Durex. Thank you for joining with me. Thank you for looking deep into my eyes as I conversed with you. And thank you for being such a lovely bunch. Have a nice sex life. I hope I improved it in some way or other. And all that's left for me to do is